All right, what's going on, guys? This is the Aller Park Podcast. I'm Josh, and I'm here with my boy Kirby. You just want to give a little description of yourself?
Yeah, so like Josh said, my name is Aaron. I'm a junior here, and I'm also one of Josh's college baseball teammates here.
So what kind of got you into playing baseball?
So I started when I was 4 years old in T-ball. My dad played all throughout high school. He was pretty good at baseball, and I really liked T-ball, and I wanted to play with all my friends.
Were you a T-ball all-star?
I was, actually.
How many years you play T-ball?
Just one, and then I switched to Little League, which started around 8 or 9 years old, and that went through 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
My Little League All-Star team made it to the state tournament. We got fourth in the state of Pennsylvania. So we traveled across the state to go play against other really good teams.
So what kind of was like, did you have a lot of college teams reach out to you after high school?
So I had a few colleges reach out to me at the end of my sophomore year in the spring. I went to a bunch of showcases, a bunch of tournaments with my travel team. I played on Baseball U Pocono. So we traveled across the state and to other states nearby just to play at different fields, get coaches to see us, watch and play. And after a few showcases, a few coaches kept reaching out to me and wanted to know more about me, and they eventually wanted me to visit campus and talk to them, and they would eventually give me an offer to play for them. I once saw Albright. I saw Coach Yeager at a Legion All-Star game, and I didn't know about Albright until then. I saw him wearing an Albright shirt, so I wanted to reach out to him and just give out my information and let him know that I'm out there looking at their school.
What were like some of the colleges that reached out to you?
Albright, Moravian near Bethlehem in Pennsylvania, Arcadia. Those were the main three that I was talking to at most. None around me, more like middle PA.
I thought Moravian was pretty close to you.
It's about 35, 40 minutes. That's the closest college that reached out to me. But we would have showcases at ESU, which was actually 15 minutes from me. So I knew all the coaches for ESU, and they have a really nice field. They actually put in turf not too long ago, so it was nice to play on turf field.
So did you ever talk to the ESU coach or no?
Not to a recruiting standpoint, just kind of get to know me, put my information out there, let them know who I am. They watched me play at a tournament, so I got in contact with them about that. But I really have my mindset on Albright and Moravian.
So what ultimately made you decide on Albright?
So when I look at colleges, I focus on certain points. One of them is, can I see myself living here for 4 years, which Albright was, like, I could check that off my list for Albright. I knew one of the players named John O'Connor. I went to high school with him and played high school ball with him, so I had a little bit of a connection there. Another thing was just the layout of the campus, how big or small it was. I didn't want it too big of a campus, just because it's easy to get from one side to the other. And the student to faculty ratio was pretty low, which is what I was looking for.
Dang, you had some pretty good reasons. Mine weren't as good as that, but so you're going into your junior year. How were like your first 2 years of playing?
I actually really liked playing for Coach Perry. Like I said, John kind of helped me a little bit grow as a college baseball player. Freshman year, I didn't play too much. I actually got injured about the last quarter of the season. I had appendicitis and had to get my appendix removed right away when I found out.
I remember taking you to the hospital for that one.
Josh did take me to the hospital for that one, so I thank him again for that. But yeah, that kind of held me back freshman year. And then sophomore year, I started playing more, got more experience. I'm a catcher here, so got more experience behind the plate. Batted really well. I batted .368. I had I had a shoulder injury the first quarter of the season, so that kind of kept me out. And then first game back, I did really well.
Heck yeah, man. I can definitely see that you've improved each season since being here your freshman year. You're kind of figuring out how your body works and everything.
Right, yep.
So is it true that you got into a fight over a Wii sports game?
It is true. We were playing Mario Super Sluggers on my Wii that I brought to school. We were kind of just playing, and then it got a little heated, and we both kind of boiled over and kind of had an argument and a little bit of a fight about that. We're good now. We moved on. We've moved past from that. So yeah, we're good. We're good friends now.
Who won the fight though?
I did. It was actually probably a
Were
tie.
you like punching and stuff? Or?
No, just kind of pushing and shoving each other. I didn't really want to punch him.
You didn't want to give him the 1-2 combo and knock him out?
No, I'm not that mean.
You think you could have knocked him out though?
I mean, that's not my goal when I'm
No,
trying to
but like
fight
I'm
someone.
saying, like you think you could?
I think I could.
Like, how many punches we talking though?
I'd say 5 max. 5 punches maximum. Yeah.
5 punches to the face? Or like you hit in the body and then the face?
Body, then the face. I want to give him like a little warning punch.
Yeah.
In the stomach, and then.
You ever got into a fight?
I have not. No, I'm more of a calm kind of kid. I always avoided fights. I never really started an argument. I was never that type of kid back in grade school, so I tried staying away from that, staying out of trouble.
So you're more like that almost like goody two-shoes in high school?
I guess so, yeah.
Like the teacher's pet type of thing?
Not a teacher's pet, but more of like a bystander whenever there was an argument or fight. Kind of just.
You never hopped in though?
I have not ever hopped into a fight.
Have you ever wanted to get into a fight?
I've always had. I mean, there's always that one kid that tries to pick a fight with you and you just want to punch him really bad, but you kind of hold yourself back from that just because there's consequences. You get in trouble. You could get kicked off the baseball team. You could get suspended from school. So I stayed away from that, and yeah, that's not what I wanted.
So what kind of held you back from getting into a little fist fight over Wii?
I don't know. My roommates kind of told us to stop.
So they broke up the good
not
parts.
Fight. What was that?
They broke up the good parts.
Kind of, yeah. They didn't want to see.
They didn't want to see him get knocked out?
No, they didn't want to see
You
that.
think he was scared of you?
I don't think he was scared of me, but I don't think he would have won.
Pure domination?
Yeah.
Would he even hit you at all?
Maybe he'll get a little body shot in there, but I think in the end I would win the fight.
So has the Wii came back to campus since?
No, it's not here right now. I actually brought my Xbox for the first time in college. My parents really never let me bring my Xbox to school for the first 2 years because they think that I'll be playing it till 3, 4 in the morning and not getting the sleep that I need. So,
Is it true, though? Would you be playing your Xbox till that early in the morning?
No, I actually haven't been playing my Xbox much at all here at school just because I've been busy with baseball. We actually worked the Penn State games to fundraise money for our spring break trip, which we have not gone on since I've been at school here. So we're all really looking forward to that. Hopefully going down to Florida or one of the Carolinas to play more baseball.
Dang. So you're telling me that you wouldn't be the type of guy to play like your video games all night?
I'm not that type of guy. I was never a huge video game guy. I would play here and there with my friends. I actually play Fortnite with my girlfriend sometimes. She has an Xbox at her house. I kind of carry her to get some W's. But I was never the kid that would stay up all night and play. Like, I would limit myself to just a few hours every day. So one thing that I have is epilepsy, and staring at a screen for many hours triggers my brain. Also, another thing is I can't look at flashing lights because that'll trigger my brain and possibly give me another seizure.
So is that like I mean, obviously I know what epilepsy is, but like flashing lights, is it any sort of flashing lights, or can you kind of like almost deal with some?
I can deal with some as long as I don't look directly at it. I should be all right.
Mm-hmm.
But looking directly at the flashing lights, it might trigger.
Mm-hmm.
So I tend to stay away from that.
So you kind of just like look at the ground, or
Yeah, or just in a different direction.
yeah. So like if you went to a concert and they had like flashing lights on the stage, you wouldn't be able to look up at the stage, or
I would be able to look up at the stage depending on how far away I am from the stage.
Mhm.
I actually never really been to many concerts before, just because I'm not that big into music.
Mhm.
I listen to today's hits pretty much. Imagine Dragons.
What was your walkout song?
My walkout song was "Centuries" by Fall Out Boy.
I know that was a team favorite.
It was a team favorite.
Is that gonna be your walk-up song this year, or are you gonna switch it?
I think I'm gonna switch it. I have not picked what I wanted,
Yeah.
but I might go Imagine Dragons, or just like a song that I know really well. That
You think
gets
you're
me
gonna
pumped
stick?
up.
You're gonna stick with Imagine Dragons though?
I might. There's a good chance that I do. Yeah.
Dang, that's pretty cool. So you had mentioned you had a girlfriend. What is like your? How long you guys been dating?
We've been dating for 3 months.
And is this how many relationships have you had? Is this your first one?
This is not my first one. I've had 2 girlfriends before my current girlfriend. Her name is Lindsay.
Oh, so you were like a ladies' man.
To an extent, yeah. My first real girlfriend was back in 7th and 8th grade in middle school. We were together for a year and a half, and then we kind of went our separate ways. And then my previous ex-girlfriend, she goes to Penn State Berks, which is about 10 or 15 minutes away from Albright. We were together for 9 months, and then we kind of split up towards the end of the school year. And I met Lindsay. She was in some of my business classes here, so we knew each other already, and then we started hanging out and getting to know each other better. And then over the summer, I actually asked her to be my girlfriend, and she said yeah. So we've been together for 3 months, and we're really enjoying each other.
So did you like slide in the DMs, or like how did this all? I mean, obviously you're in class together, but like there had to be some sort of.
So we had each other added on Snapchat, and
Yeah.
I reached out to her one day, and I'm like, hey, do you want to hang out sometime? And she said yeah, so I would go over to her room sometimes and hang out, and then
Hang out or just hang out?
just hang out.
Just hang out?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Nothing serious or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Just short term.
Yep.
What's like your like what have you found is like a key to a successful relationship?
Communication, I think, is the number one. I think that's the most important thing in a relationship. Because if you have bad communication, that's not a good bond to have. I mean, and also being loyal to each other, kind of, that's like a main goal to have in a relationship.
So is that like your top thing, is like being loyal?
Yeah.
So if like anyone was to like, I lost my question. I'm sorry. I'm just so curious. Like, have you ever slid into a girl's DMs?
I've not slid into a girl's DM.
Never.
No.
You're telling me you've never like hit a girl up on Instagram?
Nope. I've not.
Okay, so if you were to hit a girl up on Instagram, what would you say? Saying you're out of a relationship, obviously.
Out of a relationship, I would say, hey, I think you're really pretty and attractive. Would you want to hang out sometime? And wait for a response. And then if she responds back with a yes, we would keep that communication going. And then hang out and start to get to know each other better.
So you a big Snapchat type of guy to text someone, or is it iMessage?
Start off Snapchat, because that's how I usually communicate with my friends and other people. I usually use iMessage just for family, mom, dad, sister, grandparents, aunts, uncles, just like quick text messages.
Pretty much the whole family tree.
Yep.
Snapchat warrior over here.
Yeah.
So before you kind of got into like relationships, because you were in a relationship the end of your freshman year to sophomore year.
Yep.
So like, were you like a ladies' man? Like, did you have a lot of girls hitting you up, or?
No, not a whole lot. I had maybe 2 or 3 that would hit me up, but in a relationship, I stay loyal and I turn them down right away. Never even given a thought of moving on from the current girlfriend to hang out with someone else.
Good man, dude.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're very loyal. You know exactly what to say to all these questions.
Yep.
So like outside of baseball, what else is like interests you?
Well, I like playing golf. I'm not the greatest at golf. Have a crazy slice, so I lose a lot of golf balls.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like golfing. I've been going golfing with my teammates and roommates every Tuesday since we've gotten back to school. So we've tried out a few different courses here. I usually golf with my grandfather over the summer. We usually go almost every Monday, the same course. I like watching sports too. I like watching football, NFL, and college. I think it's a little more exciting than watching a 9-inning baseball game.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball tends to get a little boring on TV.
What's your NFL team?
I like the Dallas Cowboys.
So you're kind of used to disappointment.
These past few years, yes, I've been used to this disappointment. Just a lot of injuries and just not performing to the best of their abilities. It's kind of upsetting, but I've gotten used to it over these past few years.
What do you think of the Micah Parsons trade?
I think Jerry Jones is kind of an idiot for not signing Micah Parsons. Our whole team is built around CeeDee Lamb and Micah Parsons, and giving Micah Parsons away kind of set the defense back. We're already having injuries on defense, so losing Parsons was a big loss for Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of relying on very young players to perform, and these past few years they just have not been able to perform.
Yeah, I mean, you really didn't get much back in the trade.
Yeah,
Like,
a few first-round picks, but who knows what Jerry Jones is going to do with those. Probably blow it on some scrub players.
you think he should just sell the team and find a different owner?
Well, the thing is, his son, Steve Jones, will probably be the next owner after his dad, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
So the Jones legacy is going to probably keep going with bad decisions, just upsetting years.
So have you ever thought about just picking a new team?
No, like I said, I mean, I'm loyal to my team. I don't want to go out and pick a new team. My parents grew up as Cowboy fans, so I think it's kind of wrong to go out and root for the Giants or the Eagles or the Commanders. So I like staying with my family and just rooting for the Cowboys.
Don't want to hop on the Eagles bandwagon now that they're
No.
good?
I don't. My girlfriend is actually an Eagles fan, so we have some feuds about who should switch teams, like who should switch fans.
I'm guessing you lose. Because, I mean, she's got more.
Yeah, I'm not switching to an Eagles fan. She's not going to switch to a Cowboys fan, so we kind of have to deal with what it is.
Mhm.
Outside of that, we get along. No trash talking or anything.
I feel like trash talking is a good thing in a relationship, though. Like,
To an
like,
extent,
yeah, like
yes.
respectively, obviously. Like, you're not going to take shots at her, but
No,
at the
nothing
same
like
time,
that.
like, I feel like a little competition.
Yeah,
some trash
except
talking's good.
the Eagles have actually been very good these past few years, so it's hard to trash talk the Eagles. She has a lot of room to trash talk the Cowboys, and I kind of just have to accept that defeat.
You think the Eagles' 2 block kicks were lucky this?
The first one, I think it was legit. The second one, just I wasn't expecting it. I don't
So,
think
just
anybody
luck?
was. Yeah, the kicker could have kicked it higher. He kind of kicked it as a line drive, so that made it a lot easier to block. And then the cherry on top was the touchdown to end the game.
I mean, nobody was really going after him, though.
No, because they already knew that they lost, so it's like,
Yeah.
what's the point? So
Because, like, there's no way you're going to chase him down force a fumble and then
forced
run it all
fumble
the way
and
back.
Run it all the way back. Yeah, it just seemed impossible to do.
So do you think the NFL's rigged?
I don't think so. I know there's a lot of people that say the refs try to choose sides to an extent. These past few years, there's been rumors about refs helping out the Kansas City Chiefs, glazing Patrick Mahomes a little bit, which I don't think it's the case. I think the refs just do what they're supposed to do. Just ends up the calls are going in the Chiefs' way. So
You don't think Mahomes is slipping a couple $100 bills to the refs?
no, I don't think Mahomes is like that, and certainly his coach Andy Reid wouldn't allow that to happen if he ever found out. I think Patrick Mahomes, he's a genuine guy. He plays the game right. I think he's one of the best to ever play at the quarterback position. So
Who is the GOAT at quarterback?
right now it's still Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes is on his way to maybe passing Tom Brady. It's going to be a while, though, because Tom Brady has played for 20 years. This is Patrick Mahomes' maybe 7th year in the NFL. So
You think
I think he still has a lot of catching up to do.
So you think the refs ever rigged games for the Patriots when Brady was there?
I don't think they try to rig games. Maybe the game with the deflate gate with the footballs being deflated kind of helped the Patriots win that game because that was a playoff game. Just so happened Tom Brady the next year got suspended for 4 games, so that was kind of his punishment. There's always consequences to actions that you do, and it was just unfortunate for him that he got caught.
Unfortunate for him? I mean, he did it, so...
It helped him, but...
I really don't think the punishment was anything.
Yeah,
4 games is nothing.
Yeah, it could have been worse, but...
I mean, you're found guilty cheating in a game. I feel like that should be a half a season type suspension.
Yeah. Or at least a big fine, too. I mean...
Yeah, but money to them is nothing.
Yeah, true.
To them, it grows on trees, so it's like...
Pocket change, pretty much.
You can't really
there.
do anything. The NFL, fines all these people these ridiculous amounts, but when you really look at it, they're making millions. That money means nothing to them.
Yeah.
Unless you're a low draft pick or someone
Or
that's
a scout player on the practice team.
So it's you're really not losing anything because you have all that. Because then on top of the millions, they're making stuff from advertisements and the commercials and all that type of stuff.
All the sponsorships that they have. So.
Yeah. So it's they're not really losing anything if they get fined money.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a dumb thing. But I don't know. I think as great as Brady was, I think he just got caught up in so many different things. And there were so many calls that he would get versus another quarterback. And I get it. Veteran quarterbacks will get more calls than rookie quarterbacks. That's just how it is.
Right.
But I think also when he faced other veteran quarterbacks, they weren't getting the calls. So I think I don't think necessarily the NFL's rigged. I think there's plays where people the refs will show that it could be rigged and just unnecessary penalties.
Yeah.
But I feel at the same time it just depends on the game as well.
Right.
There's dumb penalties all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of penalties that shouldn't be called that were called or were called that shouldn't be called. Just pretty much the ref's judgment.
Yeah, it's just like that in every sport.
Yeah.
Umpires in baseball is terrible.
Yeah.
I won't say all of them, but a lot of them they probably could find a different profession, succeed a lot better than they are.
Do you think that they'll switch to computerized or AI umpires?
I don't think they should.
I don't think so either.
I think it's a dumb thing. I don't know. I liked when they implemented where you could challenge if it was a ball or a strike.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think it should be used. You shouldn't be able to use the automated strike zone as much.
Right.
Just because I get technology is becoming more advanced, everything like that. But at the same time, these umps are going out there. They're getting paid top dollar. So you're kind of paying them money just to listen to someone that's telling them if it's a ball or strike.
Right.
So it's unless their salaries go way down and then they start to kind of adjust that side of it, I don't think they should have an automated strike zone. I think it keeps the game more genuine and everything like that. Because there are pitches where it could be a really dirty pitch and the catcher frames it perfectly. And you look at an automated zone, it's going to call it a ball. umpires don't see it all the time.
Yeah, I think umpires receive a lot of hate these days. I think it is a tough job being back there for 9 innings with pitchers throwing up to 100 miles an hour. Some umpires get hit in the face or like in the leg, and it hurts a lot. I was actually an umpire for my cousin's Little League team probably the last 4 or 5 years. So I was making decent money from that, about $1,000 every year.
Dang.
And I enjoy doing it too because I get paid for it, and I get to watch my cousin's Little League games for free pretty much. So
Never gonna catch me doing that. I hate umping. It's a terrible job.
yeah, it's tough sometimes, especially when you have fans and players yelling at you for having calls go against what they should go. So
Do you like the pitch clock?
I understand why the pitch clock was implemented. It was to keep the game moving faster, but since they implemented the pitch clock, there's been a significantly more, like a higher number of injuries for pitchers, just because they have to throw at a quicker pace. They're on the clock. They don't have all the time in the world to catch their breath. They have to, it's almost rapid fire. So I understand why they brought it into play, but I don't think it's necessary.
I think they should just, like, if they want to implement a pitch clock, I think they should give them more time in between pitches. Because like, if you have someone like, if you're stepping in the box and Chapman throws 105 at your head, and you have, 8 seconds to get back up?
8 seconds to get back in the box.
Like, you're not going to be able to lock in necessarily.
Yeah.
Like, they're pros for a reason, so they should be able to lock in, but it's just, I just think it's a dumb idea to have a pitch clock. I mean, games are a lot faster now, which is good, but at the same time, it just, like you said, there's so many more injuries, and it just doesn't feel, like, especially for me pitching, like, I work a fast pace, so I don't really ever have to deal with, like, the pitch clock, but I just don't like it, because I feel like it does pressure a lot of kids that are, like, just new to it, like, especially coming out of high school with them not having it. You have to, like, kind of adjust to all of that once you get to college.
Right.
So I think it's so, I personally don't like it at all.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean,
I think they should just can it.
yeah.
Like, go back to the 4-hour games. I don't care. I don't mind sitting there for 4 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I do, but, like, I feel like it's just better because going out there, like, once you're performing, then you kind of you're just limited to how much you can do, everything like that as players.
Right.
But I do have one final question for you. So if you could tell your younger self one bit of advice, what would you tell him?
One piece of advice I would tell him is to work harder than how I worked. I could have been a much better athlete in high school, baseball, wrestling, football, golf. I never was a kid that put so much time into my work for sports. There were times where I took the easy way out, and I regret it. So to my younger self, I would tell him, work hard, don't give up, and just perform to the best of your ability, because you may never get this chance ever again. So make time worth it, and yeah.
So why didn't you work as hard as you could? Because like you said, you didn't play video games, so like.
Yeah, it was just, sometimes it's just pure laziness. Like, you don't want to do it. But yeah, that was kind of my main thing. I was just lazy. I didn't really have the aspiration or intentions of working hard to make myself better. So I really regret that.
So have you become less lazy since coming to college?
Since coming to college, yeah, I've put more time and work into sports. I would lift almost every day. I would eat better, have a nutrition plan. And just keep practicing instead of taking the easy way out.
Got any last questions for me or anything for anyone that's watching?
I think I'm all good.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you for coming on.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
All of Kirby's socials will be somewhere on the screen or in the description, so go give him a follow. Girls, don't give him a follow. He's got a girl, so just back off a little bit. But, yeah, thanks again for coming on, man.
Appreciate it.